Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Football Critics. You're joined by Nelson, you're joined by Ntlantam team, you're joined by Nkonzo Mthelezi. As we said in the previous video, the football is back. We are also back week in, week out. All these footballing competitions will always be there. Zinjasam, Zikipan, Nimnand.
It's a grand
So, as you all know, gents, this week we have VMTN 8. Isiswigile, like South Africa, we have Carling Black Label, we have Carling Cup, we have Nedbank, but MTN 8, we all know what MTN 8 means. You understand? Yes, I find the Nedbank we could take niggas a continental football, but MTN 8 in that vibe, man. MTN 8 from Tala, we all know good MTN 8 in that vibe. You understand? So we have Kaizer Chiefs playing against Golden Arrows. We have Orlando Pirates playing against Devon City. We have Mamelodi Sundowns playing against Polokwane City. You understand? So, gents, I just want us to start with Kaizer Chiefs. I know it's playing Sunday, but Kaizer Chiefs against Arrows. I want to say my piece. And then I'll give Untlante a chance, and then I'll give Nkonzo a chance. I'm going to be honest with you guys. A fixture, Kaizer Chiefs and Golden Arrows, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, Nkule Bugeli, Kaizer Chiefs, Dlala Arrows, it's never an easy fixture for Kaizer Chiefs. You understand? If I'm being totally honest, it's on paper, yes, it's supposed to sound like obvious Kaizer Chiefs is winning, but if we're being realistic, it's always a difficult fixture for Kaizer Chiefs. Most of the time, Kaizer Chiefs may shy Golden Arrows, isuke shy Golden Arrows ngoqhwasha. Ngaleyo lucky leyo. Yeah, I understand that. And especially recently, njengoba our previous njengoba liga liphethe uManqoba, silikele sabona ukuthi ke sisha ngoqhwasha. So for me, I obviously want my team to win, but I know that it won't be an easy game. Yeah, I understand that. But with the type of players that we have, with the type of quality that we have, it shouldn't be it's supposed to be a no-brainer. Yeah, I understand. It's supposed to be just a win. Whether it's going to be difficult or what, because if you look at the type of players that we have, you look at the type of players that they have, you look at the coach that they have, I feel like there's a lot of factors surrounding that game that are favoring us as Kaizer Chiefs. But because of football is football, anything can happen. Yeah, I understand. So, Ntlanta, what do you think about the game, Kaizer Chiefs and Golden Arrows?
Yeah, and obviously, Njobushile, it's not a straightforward game. One thing I want to say about Summer Cup game, especially in the PSL, we would say none of them are straightforward. Yeah, well, because firstly, that's the opportunity of the small teams to get something, some sort of silverware, because they know what they're not gonna win the league. They're not competing in CAF competitions. Yeah, but so about MTN, about Black Label, about Nedbank, that's their only opportunity. Yeah, but so they approach the game in a different way. They make sure they frustrate you as the bigger team. Yeah, but so my only worry for Kaizer Chiefs on Sunday would see, since Summer Cup games are different than league games. Summer Cup games they need moments, yeah, bo. They need players who can sniff out moments. And when I look at that Kaizer Chiefs squad, I still have my doubts. Do they have those players who can sniff out a moment? Yeah, bo. Let's say Hlapi Golden Arrows is playing compact. They are solid defensively in that game. They are able to frustrate the Kaizer Chiefs. Is there a Kaizer Chiefs player who you can point out and say, this man is a match winner? He can pull up with the goal, with the crash away goal at any moment, because that's what the Orlando Pirates has been doing for years. Hence why they've been winning a trophy in previous years. They have Lauma player allowed that can sniff out moments. Does the Kaizer Chiefs have those players at the moment? I'm not sure. Yeah, bo. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tricky game.
To answer what you've just raised now, I think for now, at this current point, there's only 3 players that I can count and say, okay, these are the type of players that can give us something out of nothing. These are the type of players that can maybe umuntu achayise goal asinikeze that moment or umuntu abe ne-assist. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Mfundo Vilakazi. Mfundo Vilakazi is one of those players ukuthi he can make something out of nothing. Yeah, I understand. Drop a shoulder, that assist or mhlawumbe ashaye pali kube i-rebound or ashaye, you understand? And I'm looking at Flavio Silva. Ngiyayithanda inkomo yethu. Yeah, understand, and ngiyithandelani inkomo yethu. Phakathi kwe-18 area mnikeze ibhola, he'll show you something. I understand, he's not your best striker, or but he's someone ukuthi wenza something ongayilindelanga, ukora ungalindelanga. You understand? And I'm sitting here again and I'm saying, okay, we have Mfundo Vilakazi, we have Flavio. Unfortunately, Mtutuzi Shaba is not there. But again, I'm thinking of Wandile Tuba. I'm like, Wandile Tuba is that type of a player. Or you know what? When all odds are against, or Sipinyegile, or when all walls are closing on us, those are the type of players that I know. Okay, Lava, that moment of brilliance, can it split seconds? You understand? Yes, there's Uvelepai. Yes, there's Upartman. Yes, you can name all these players, but I haven't seen much from them for me to sit here and be like, okay, this one we can expect something. This one, if Lilepo was still available, I was gonna say, you know what, Lilepo can do something out of nothing, or can give us something now. You understand? So I'm not now like saying I'm bathembi abo Paratman abo Velepaya, but I feel like they are yet to give us something so that we can get to conclusion of okay, Velepaya is this type of player, Paratman is this type of player, Pili is gonna offer this is what he can offer us. And it's not only attacking players, you also go back to your midfielder, your Mabowe. You understand that your Chislet, we are yet to see them, our Chislet giving us something when all odds are against us. Yeah, I understand. So to take it to Nkonzo, the very same question that I asked Untlantu, what do you think of that game at Chiefs and Arrows?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough fixture. So, as we know, Golden Arrows is not an easy team. So you can just get a win, then easily. It's a strong team. Like they have good players. Yeah, we can say it's a different Golden Arrows under Udladla. Because I believe Arrows Yamnate, it was a very good team, but also they still have those kind of players. They lose few, I think it's in Love, and I'm not sure who else, but they still have a strong team. Also, they expect themselves to see them. They expect themselves to go in the next round. Honestly, because I think they believe they've got what it say to be around the semi-final. But again, Chiefs is a big team. Expectations are high. They need to meet the expectations of the fan, of the football club, of the management. And also, they need to prove themselves this time around, which they can make it. Yeah. So, honestly, I think it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game.
You know,
Golden Arrows, I know they are a strong team, but Kaiser Chiefs, they have a point to prove, Uguti. They can make it. Yeah, they have very good players like Langelihle Pili. It's one of the exciting players. What a signing! But again, would he come there and also be that match winner of a Kaiser Chiefs friend? Because to play for Stellenbosch and to play for Kaiser Chiefs is completely different. And would he adapt and also to the style of play to the coach, style of play coach, and also and try to be more influenced to the team. So yeah, but all in all, I think it's gonna be a tough game for me. It can end up on penalties, honestly.
Okay, so with Langelihle Pili, I'm not as nervous or stressed about him because of he already. I mean, I watched him go World Cup, last year. I watched him go Stellenbosch. So to me, I'm like, he already has a taste of what a premiership feels like or tastes like. Yeah, I understand. So with what he can do with the ball inside the field, I'm not nervous. I'm not stressed. I know what he's capable of. But what's stressing me is how would he gel with the team? Would he be able to do or deliver what he used to deliver for Stellenbosch, which is something very important that you're raising when Ankonzo. Yeah, I understand. So we are yet to see, and not to waste time with Kaizer Chiefs. I think we can all conclude with okay, it's not gonna be an easy game. But then Kaizer Chiefs is at the point whereby they need to meet and exceed expectations of my fans because we haven't been playing this tournament for the past 2 or 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I understand. So a lot is at stake. There's no way Yoguti, after spending 2 seasons outside of this competition, we can just come in and then see we knocked out in our first game. It's unacceptable. You understand? And to go to okay, before we go to Pirates, Ntlanta, just give me your prediction for for Kaizer Chiefs and Golden Arrows. Is Kaizer Chiefs winning or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Chiefs.
Okay.
But it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna say 2-1. Tight 2-1.
Gonzo?
Based on the performance of Chiefs on the first game, I think by the game, confidence right. They're coming from a win. It was a first game. But yeah, njengoba ngisho ukuthi badlala ne-team strong, which I feel like ukuthi izobanika challenge. So I see this game on penalties, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, Chiefs can win it on penalties, but yeah, anyone on penalties actually. I see this game on penalties. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think it's a win for Kaizer Chiefs. It won't be easy, but I think it's gonna be a win for Kaizer Chiefs. There's in no world I can say it's gonna be a win for Golden Arrows, but then it's football, anything can happen. Orlando Pirates, Devon City. Devon City, Yaga Khalil Ben Yusuf. They lost their first game against this Kukune, and we know Kukune is not an easy side. It's a very good side. Ntlantla, what's your take on that game? Yes, Devon City and Orlando Pirates.
Hey, yeah. We are coming up against labantu abasibiza ukuthi i-Orlando Pirates. You are just the name. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a grudge game. Because what they said, yangithinta kwamina, yabo. But I don't want the players and the coaching staff to approach it in that way. I want them to approach it in a manner that they've been doing for the past 4 seasons. Yeah, and I think they will. I think Orlando Pirates has that experience of playing Lama Cup game, and I feel like Vele, like Lama Cup game, Pirates is built for them. Yeah, because Mount Abuga, Pirates has moment players. Yeah, but my only worry this season is I look at the players that we have. Man, we have so many young players now. Yeah, like we have more young players than experienced players currently playing on the squad right now. I'm experienced players way to they're sitting there upstairs. Yeah, so that's the worry that I have. And if a coach is gonna start the same starting 11 that he did last week, I think the game lena singaninking. Yeah, because it Devon City is can be very tough. They showed that last season. Yeah, so I think who coach in this game will have to play a more experienced side that can get over the line. Yeah, but nonetheless, I don't think it's gonna be an easy game. But I trust Orlando Pirates in cup games. Honestly, I do think we will do something. Yeah, angeke sikhishwe we first round. But yeah, we're gonna have to work for it, and the coach will have to do the right thing. After scheme is right. Yeah.
You just raised a very important aspect or factor with regards to the age factor Yamachita that you guys have. It's not only a Orlando Pirates dilemma or predicament. Look at the Kaizer Chiefs. Look at the age most of our attacking players. It's young players. You understand? Duba, Bartman, Velepai, Mfundo, Shabalala, Pili, Mchita losiqeda kumsign today, Abraham Stellenbosch. That's 7 attacking players that are all under the age of 23. You understand? So I feel like we're nearing times whereby we don't have a choice, but team kuzomele I expect these guys to drive these teams. I know experience, especially for continental football, because of it's more physical, it needs experience, but unfortunately, it's what we are faced with at this point, and we need to work with what we have. You understand? Nkonzo, what do you think of the game at Devon City near Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, it's gonna be another tough game, honestly. So it's not easy. It's not gonna be an easy game. Inkulumo zibe khona based on situation last time, incident last time. So yeah, but I think Durban City also they are a good team because Mount Yabuti bafike last season and they managed to make it on to top 8. They have experienced players, Tabo Notata, like the list goes on. So we cannot just expect an easy game. You understand? But obviously, Pirates, they're a good team. They're a good team. They have quality players. Then Durban City, they are expected to win. But again, they need to think deep. They need to think deep because if we are going with just easy or like if we are relaxed, you think you can get like to the next round easily, it's gonna be a problem. They need to think deep. Some players they need to come to the party in order to win that game. The likes of Abu Apolisi, they need to be on the game. Moremi, they need to be like Mamachi Salawesazi would win a game. Dangsin needs to be on the party again. Feel like it's his season to shine. So it's those kind of players we need. Orlando Pirates, we usually win with like individual brilliance, unlike Sundowns. So we need superstars to win the games, and they need to be on the game. It's like last time we needed Mfukeng to function, a police to function in order to win games. So it's those kind of situation. And Durban City, they know that we are only relying on those individual brilliance and stuff, and they will try by all means to lock those guys. That's why I'm saying we need to think deep. You understand? We need to think deep. We need to have depth on the bench. If it's not working, function, we need to bring Umtiane and also maintain that standard. Do you understand? So those are the things we need to focus on. But yeah, I think Pirates will progress on to the next round. Yeah, so it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, but Pirates they need to progress on the next round. On the game, for me, I can say 2-0. Yeah, we can be, and also we know how to play these kind of games. That's the most important thing. We really know how to play the cup game, how to win MTN8s. That's the most important. And you cannot buy that experience. You need to earn it. So I think Pirates they have earned that experience on how to get it over the line on the cup game. That's the most important thing.
You just raised a very important point now, or you just reminded me of something. Let me just put it like that. Orlando Pirates won the league last season. Fine, you guys won it, deservedly so. But to be quite honest with you guys, from a Kaizer Chiefs perspective, and ngihlaba kwi-point yakho elithi Orlando Pirates knows how to win these type of games. I'm more scared of a tournament football Orlando Pirates than of a league football Orlando Pirates. You understand? When it comes to tournament football, MTN 8, NetBank, Carling Cup or Carling Black Label, I know you guys are a different breed. And I think everyone knows now in South Africa, Gutiérrez, these guys don't mind going to all finals for all these all these tournaments. Yeah, I understand. So I stand with you, Moti. Yes, it looks like a grudge game with what was said and the expectation, the atmosphere around the game. It goes back to what we used to see during Iskatsaga Roland, Sidaramovic, Sundowns, the TS Galaxy. It's football. You understand? It's things that we like to see or we love to witness. You understand? But I also feel like it's gonna be, a win for Orlando Pirates because of this is tournament football. This is Orlando Pirates we're talking about. This is MTN 8 we're talking about. Bana something a gold Orlando Pirates when they are playing MTN 8. And you don't just get that. It's not for anyone. Yeah, I understand. And yeah, from a Kaizer Chiefs point of view, even though it's sad to say that, but amen. There's something gold here, Maklalwa tournament for Orlando Pirates. But in your quick predictions for Orlando Pirates and Durban City? You're muted, Nhlanhla.
Yeah, Jayam. As I've been saying, I think we're gonna go through. I think we're gonna go through 2-0. 2-0. Yeah.
Okay. That's for for me. I'm sorry to be a party pooper, but I'm not sure about the score, but I know Orlando Pirates will win. So I'll just park it at that. You understand? Mamelodi Sundowns, Polokwane City. With this game, angifuna ukukhuluma kakhulu, but bengizokhuluma kakhulu only if this game was being played at old Peter Mokaba Stadium. I understand. I was gonna have more to say if it was a reversed fixture whereby kudlalelwa old Peter Mokaba Stadium, kuleya Matchbox Stadium. Then I was gonna have my hot takes. Yeah, I understand. But Sundowns is at home. They've blustered their squad ngendlela abasiblustere ngayo, and yeah, Polokwane City is one of those clubs ukuthi I don't want to say it's a small club. It's a big club. It's Polokwane City. Yeah, I understand. And nayo iyafana nabo Arrows kanje ukuthi it's teams that ukuthi okay, when playing against big teams, a big team is expected to win. It's an obvious thing, but ama-teams ukuthi mawungalahla ungazithola uwasha ijezi after game. Yeah, I understand it because they're very good. Whether it's low block, they're very good. They have a very good coach. Yeah, I understand. So yes, on paper, it's a walk in the park for Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns is playing at home, but hence I said to you guys, if it was a reverse fixture, man, I was gonna have a lot to say. But for now, Nhlanhla, what do you think of that game?
To be quite honest, I don't see Polokwane City beating Mamelodi Sundowns. As much as Nami, I get frustrated in Sundowns with regards to cup games because I feel like at times they don't really take them seriously as much as I would want them to. But the MTN 8, I do think they take it seriously because one, isizini isuke isaqala, basuke besa fresh, yabo, and then they are able to always go through the first round, yabo. I think the biggest hurdle that Mamelodi Sundowns has to pass now with MTN 8 is the Orlando Pirates because Mount Yabuga, the last 4 seasons, and MTN 8 has been won by Orlando Pirates. Mount Yabuga, Sundowns lost 3 times, kulo 4, to Orlando Pirates in the MTN 8. Yeah, so you can see the biggest hurdle for Mamelodi Sundowns in the MTN 8 is the Orlando Pirates. Yeah, so that's the challenge that Sundowns will have to overcome this season. Yeah, going through the first round, Sundowns they always go through. Last season they won 4-0 against Richards Bay, which was an incredible team throughout the whole season in Richards Bay. But Sundowns yabafuka 4, so I think Sundowns will do the same. I'm expecting Sundowns to win by 3-4 knots, because my this season is Sundowns. My players are fresh. Even ucoach usuke engakacabanga ukuthi mase sekufika ko Nedbank Cup when esecompete hot for iCAF masedlala amagame lawa aqala afake ischeme unusual obonayo ukuthi okay ucoach kahle kahle la he's not taking this game seriously, and then Sundowns bows out of the competition. No, isizini isaqala, so he will play his best player, Polokwane City is a good side, but man, Mamelodi Sundowns, when I watch them play against these small teams, especially Sundowns, if they are on it that day, Sundowns, they just walk over these teams like abana luto, so I think that's gonna happen on the weekend. So Mamelodi Sundowns is a winner their game.
Nkonzo, same question. What are your thoughts, or what are you expecting to see kuleya game?
I think uNhlanhla touch i-point elibaluleke kakhulu ne. Mostly i-Sundowns inale mentality yoku-sacrifice ama-cup games based on a situation abasuke benayo, because at the end of the day they need to decide which one they go for. It's either they go for Champions League or they focus more on cup games. So, but if you can go back to the history and try to reflect back, always the MTN8s, they take it as a priority. Like, honestly, even themselves, they know they want to win the MTN8. Just unfortunately, they didn't win it in these previous seasons. But and Badalane Polokwane City, taking nothing away from Polokwane City, but my guy, you are playing against African champions. Let us be honest. You understand? Let us be honest. You're playing against African champions, international players who prove themselves on a higher stage of football. So, but it's football, man. It's football. You cannot say never, but like Sundowns, everyone expects Sundowns to win that game. You understand? Not just like maybe with tough like they expect to win that game and dominate that game. We all expect Sundowns to dominate that game, to win that game, to stick on their style of play, on how they usually play Shushan and Piano, that's how we can those are the guys that make us to enjoy South African football. So not taking nothing away from Polokwane City, but Sundowns will make it surely to the next round.
Okay, I'm looking at the time. We're chasing we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds from 30 minutes. So just a quick wrap. You guys said the past 2 or 3 seasons, or even 4, Sundowns hasn't been taking like these cup games that serious. You understand? And in my mind, I'm like, I agree with you guys. I understand, because I feel like they've been having that one goal. Okay, you know what? Let's sacrifice these tournament games and focus maybe good league, any Champions League. You understand? And they've achieved their goal with winning a Champions League. So, do you guys think it's gonna be a thing? You're going to okay, guys, we've won the Champions League. Let's shift the focus back on to dominating local football. Do you think now they're gonna be like, okay? I'm not saying angeke bafune ukuyowina the Champions League, but all I'm saying is, do you guys see them approaching now these tournaments with a different approach in comparison with what they've been doing the past 2-3 seasons? Because we all know all these seasons, okay, the past 2-3 or maybe 4 seasons, the mandate for Mamelodi Sundowns has been Champions League, Champions League, Champions League. I mean, you guys should remember these guys have nine competitions to play this season. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 9, if not 8 or 7 or somewhere there. So do you think it's gonna be a point whereby they're gonna wanna go pound for pound for like your MTN 8, your Netbank, your Carlington, knowing very well that they have to go and represent us continentally? Nhlanhla.
Um, okay,
Okay, let me
honestly,
answer this one first. Okay, so for me, based on your question, Hot, also, I don't feel like Uguti maybe they can change the mentality. Firstly, kumele ubuke ukuthi how do they position themselves? They are no longer positioning themselves as one of the best team in South Africa, but in Africa. You understand? They have that goal of dominating Africa. And since they have the second star, they want the third star. That's the mandate. Even if you go to Cloud Cup, like those guys, they know, like they want the third star. You understand? And also, so for me, like one thing for sure, they cannot hire anyone to come and win the domestic cup because they know, even if like they coach by anyone else, Steve Compella, they can dominate African football. They've done it before. So now, even the coach, once he signs the contracts, obviously they position themselves one as one of the best team in Africa and uh even in the world now, because they want to be on the Club World Cup and stuff. You understand? So I don't think they prioritize South African football too much. Yes, the league. Yeah, it's very important. The league, you understand? It's very, very important. But domestic cup, more especially Carling, Nedbank, not really, bruh. So I still feel like they will take African football as the priority, because they want to go even more. You understand? They want to go even more, and also try to meet that standard and of Alahi and stuff, to make sure that they have maybe as many stars as much as they can.
Nhlanhla, how do you wrap it up? My question.
not too far from what Nkonzo said. As much as Nam I'd love ukuthi bayishintshe approach yabo domestic league markup game, I don't think they will. Yabo. I still do think ukuthi they prioritize ICAF more. But another thing I want to say, yabo, because I feel like City Imamelodi Sundowns doesn't prioritize a markup game. I feel like we're discrediting what other teams are doing in those cup games, more especially to Orlando Pirates. I feel like we're disrespecting Orlando Pirates. We're saying ukuthi Mamelodi Sundowns ayithathi serious lo cup, that's why abo Pirates bewin noma sibeka kanjalo, yabo. So I mean, I do feel like we have to give credit to Orlando Pirates, yabo, because Pirates is the team that's been yona team ebekade incisha Sundowns, the ultimate success of dominating the whole of South Africa. Yabo, Pirates was like, okay, fine, siyanibona ni strong, but you guys are not gonna dominate the whole of South Africa. Khona ama-trophy sizoncisha wona season after season, MTN 8 sizoncisha, yabo. And enye into, my other hot take is, since we're saying ukuthi Sundowns they prioritize abo CAF more. If Orlando Pirates were to play Mamelodi Sundowns in the CAF, I still do think Orlando Pirates can still beat the Sundowns even in the CAF. Yeah, but I do think Orlando Pirates is capable of doing that. Yeah, but so at some point we have to give credit to other teams here domestically. Yeah, but and not focus too much with the Sundowns is not taking these cup competitions more seriously. Yeah, well, so yeah, that's my take. But they will want to win ICAF, obviously.
Okay. So yeah, man, with regards to that, I think we can do an hour episode. Yeah, understand that. But now we need to make it sweet and short for our viewers so that the banga bore, yeah, understand. So hey, man, I think that's all that we have. with regards to a preview on our predictions with MTN8 coming up this weekend. You understand? As I've said, we have Sundowns playing against Polokwane City, we have Pirates playing against Devon City. Sunday, we have Kaizer Chiefs playing against Golden Arrows. You understand? So without stretching it further, man, I think from me, that's all that I have for our viewers. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, please show some love, please share the video. We're just doing this for the love of the game. I don't know if you guys want to add any 2 cents before we wrap it up.
Yeah, that's it from me. Singayivala. Hopefully nge weekend konke kuhamba kahle for the teams. I hope all of the teams go through. We see each other in the semi-finals, but yeah.
I see a shade. I see a shade. I see a shade in what you're saying, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll meet Sunday. I see a shade in what you're saying, but it's fine. Gonzo.
Yeah, it's a Wafa weekend, man. It's a Wafa weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be a very good weekend, exciting weekend. We are looking forward to see big 3 teams to make it on the semi-final. That's gonna be good for the tournament, for the sponsors and stuff. You understand? So yeah, we are expecting to see each other on the semi-final. I know they are capable. Kaizer Chiefs, they are capable of making it. Pirates, they are capable of making it, and also Mamelodi Sundowns, they are capable of making it to the semi-final. Just they need to go there and execute it on a right way. So yeah.
All right, Bafetu. Thank you so much for today, Bafetu. I think that's all that we have, man. It's supporting us,
Yeah.
man. As I've said, show us some
Sure.
love, like the video, subscribe. This is all,
Sure.
Bafetu.
Voila.